my name is Lindy Sherries and I used to be a Sangoma. In this channel, I talk about everything, guys. Abokorobela, the secrets that we were taught not to share with you guys, how we used to trick you guys, the spirits, how everything works when you go to a Sangoma for consultation, yamatambo. So whether you believe in God or don't believe in God, please check out this channel so we can talk about it. If you believe in God, let's share the gospel. If you don't believe in God, you can check out the channel too. I want to hear your opinion and I want people to actually share their opinion, not insulting me without saying why. Thank you, and I'll see you on my channel.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me right here in Solomon's Temple. I'm Uncle Solomon. So good to be with you this time of the day. I hope you're doing very well today. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, please make sure you do so immediately. And if you're one of those guys who are looking at how you can make money from YouTube, while I offer coaching and training, you can send me a message on this number for a small fee that I charge. I do train people on how to maximize YouTube, how to create content that's definitely going to help you make money, or about your products, about your ministry, about an area that you are an expert in, whichever way. So please reach out to me. Thanks to everyone who's joining us today. Luffy from Malawi, great to have you here. Paco, you're also here. And there is Mwape, awesome to have you here. Suleiman from Spain, Bongani, you're also here. Thank you guys, everybody, for joining me. So I'm about to put the spotlight on Prophet Mboro. Prophet Mboro. A lot of people are familiar with him, even across Africa. He's been in quite a lot of controversies, and he has quite a lot of doctrines and theology that is really messed up, that is not really biblical. We've seen him doing a whole lot of things that is not right. We've seen him going into unholy alliances and relationships with other prophets. I remember back in the day, a couple of years ago, how he was out trying to put a spotlight on Bushiri, false prophet Bushiri, which became, these guys, they know themselves. If they want money from you, they begin to try to attack you. So he attacked Bushiri, and Bushiri gave him a million rand, South African rand. So he has a way of doing things, and he has had very controversial ways of praying for women in church, where he asks them to bring their panties. He does stuff that are really very weird. I've heard about stuff that he does at his home. I'm not sure if he has a wife or not, but tonight I'm gonna be interviewing someone who is a leader, a female leader herself, who has received threats. And these are very serious threats from Mboro. And threats that you would not expect to hear from somebody who calls himself a prophet. But to me, anyway, he's a false prophet. He's not really a man of God. But how do you threaten a woman? And how do you threaten them in a way that sends fear into them? How do you threaten them for questioning your ways and certain things, decisions that you're making, especially when it involves young people? So in order to silence them, is that why you're threatening them? Well, let me invite Lebo Han, who is here with me. Hello, Lebo Han, how are you?
Hi, good evening, Solomon. I'm good, and how are you doing?
Great. Thanks so much for joining me, and also for raising a very important issue around young people who got invited to spend the weekend at the home of Mboro. Now, Mboro should be like what, 53 now, 52, inviting young people.
55, turning 56.
Sorry?
He's turning 56 soon.
56. So,
yes.
And then he invites quite a number of young people to come to his home. And for you, that was very suspicious. But let's start from here. How much do you know Mboro?
I've been a member of his church since from 2010 till last week, I might say.
Till last week.
Till last week, because Yeah, 25th of February, when I
Okay.
started to say, hell no, I cannot continue with this, because if I raise the questions, he started to say, I'm possessed with the demons.
Mm.
Because I was asking the questions about how I was handling things. Why will he invite these young kids at his house in the name of youth, and then coming back to the church to expose them that they had the sexual intercourse in his house?
Okay. Hold on there. Let's backtrack. Let's backtrack from when you heard about this issue of him inviting uh, young people to his home. Why was he inviting them to his home? Where did you hear it from?
From the other kids. It's not like it was announced in the church that there is a youth service. It wasn't announced in the church that there is a youth service.
Okay. So it wasn't like a special youth leaders meeting or youth leaders all night prayer or whatever, but
No,
he invited
no.
them to his personal home, right?
Yes,
So
yes.
we're talking about teenagers now mostly.
16, 17 years,
Okay.
18, I believe. The elder one, I might say, she's 20,
Okay.
but
So
I
it's
think
both male and female. He invited them.
the boys were very few. Maybe they're not even more than 5, but the girls are many.
Oh, I see. So he invited them and you heard about it. Uh your kids were also invited by some of these kids. He didn't invite your kids directly.
No,
Two.
he didn't. He didn't.
So how did you approach it? Was it to get clarity on what the meeting is? How did you approach it with him? Did you send him a message or call him?
What I did, because I just had him exploding in the church, exposing those kids, because I think he called the parents, the parents of those kids who were there over the weekend. They called me to say, just come. It was Wednesday. I said, no, you cannot just call to say, just come. Don't you know? You don't
That
even
was
know
last
me.
week,
No, that other
2 weeks
week.
ago. Okay.
Yes. I refused to go because I didn't even know what transpired there. Because you cannot just call me like you are needed now. For what? You don't even want to know, am I going to make it, or where am I? Am I how busy I am? You didn't want to know. But I said, no, I cannot come. I'm busy. That was during the week Wednesday. So I heard about it on Sunday of the 25th, I believe, where he was talking about these kids. The kids mess up his home, holy home. They had they had some, the relationships. Some were there. Some they slept with other kids there. I was shocked in the church because what I've heard from him, he said they also called the parents. So the kids confessed. Some of the kids confessed and agreed and apologized. And then my concern was, if that happened, why would he bring it in the church?
Hmm.
Why is he humiliating these kids? Because he was more on like, all these kids are not virgins. And I was like, hello, what worries him so much that these kids are not virgins? After church the following Monday, I think now the parents gathered. Somehow they wanted to take out money to cleanse his house for the sin of their kids. I stand alone to say that, how do I cleanse a sin with money? Because kids apologized,
Hmm.
kids confessed. Why money now? Why the part of
Let,
money?
let's 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 backtrack a little bit. Did he explain why he invited the kids to congregate at his home? What was
No.
the reason? For what?
He did not respond, because I asked those questions. I have the voice note where I was addressing this matter. As I said, guys, please clarify me. What was the reason when these kids go into his house? Because I believe the matters of the churches should end at the church, even if they are youth or whatever, the service of the church should be done at the church, not at his house. And then my question, the other question was, where were the elders? Were these youth just being there without anyone elderly to oversee and give them the direction of what is it? I also asked, what was the program? So for that, I think I offended him. Then he started to say,
Before you get there, for how many hours were the kids at his home?
I think that the whole weekend, because mine joined them on Friday, and then he was not happy because they said they must leave because they didn't know that they are coming.
Oh, that's
So
your kids.
that's my boys, 2 boys of mine.
So there's a couple of boys there and then lots of girls.
There's a couples of boys there. I think 3 to 4 boys, if I'm not miscalculating them.
And then you have a lot of girls.
Had lots and lots of girls there.
So we're there from Friday until like Sunday?
I think till Sunday or Saturday. I'm not sure, but they were there Friday and Saturday because when my kids arrived, it seems as if they were wrong because he wanted to know who invited them. And they arrived very late, around past 9. So he was shocked. Why are they here? What are they doing? So I don't know what is it that they've disturbed. And then early in the morning by Saturday, they accused another girl, which is often, that she's the one that invited them. So in the morning, they been wait so that they can go back home. I was like, what is this now? Are they not part of the youth? Are they not joining other kids? Why are they retaining them home? They had to leave. So now the issue here is that my kids disrespected his house by just coming without him knowing. Then I was like,
so he was available when the other kids were there. I'm trying to understand what they went there for, right? This is
I
a
also
home
want to know.
You're a so-called church leader, a prophet, and then you have access to these kids. You invited them to your house, right?
For what?
Who was overseeing these kids? When teenagers come together like that, we know what could happen. Who was overseeing these kids? Was
No
was
one.
there alcohol there? Was there drugs? Was there sexual sexual immorality amongst them?
Maybe there should be lots of something happening because my concern and my question was, who was overseeing these kids and how did that happen? Because if the youth was going there, the elder should be there, the program should be
Yes,
in place.
he needs to get, they are teenagers. So, a lot of them are also still minors. You need to get the consent of their parent for you to do that. But just because you have some sort of authority as a so-called church leader, as a prophet, you took advantage of that. And now he needs to explain to, what did he invite them there for? They couldn't invite themselves. What did he invite them there for?
Oh, what was the
For a
program? What
whole
was the
day or
plan?
two. They spent 2 nights. You cannot not, and he never made an announcement that they were coming to his home, where there
No,
was going to be a meeting.
it wasn't announced in the church.
So the moment you started asking questions, you technically became a target level.
I got an attack. He said, I am possessed by the demons that have been taken. They're using me. The demons, the other pastor spirit, it's all over me. They're using me. How? I don't know. And then he claimed that he prayed for me while I had a spiritual rapist. And then he prayed for me. I got blessed. I got well. I am who I am because of him. Now today I'm attacking him. Like, I didn't mind that. Yes, what's the duty of the pastor? Is it not to pray over for his congregation, to prosper, to get well? And now he's praying that everything that I have, it will fall, my business, it will fall, my kids are suffering. Then I started to ask, hello, men of God, is this how you do things? Why are you now bringing in my kids, my family, my business in? If I had to ask you, because there's some petty issues. One of my boys was fractured, but he didn't know, or maybe he overseen that last year. I just put his picture on my status. Now he started to talk about that. You see, now his kids are starting to break, and then his business is falling. My business is falling. I said, hello, man of God, is this how you address the problem if we really have the issues here? And then I started to ask him about himself. Now it's personal. Now I asked him, where is your family? You invited a young kids in your house. Where was your wife? Why are you not staying with your wife? Why are you not staying with your children? You muted. Thank you.
About his
Okay.
wife. Can you hear me now?
I can.
Yes. So let me just try this.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Very well.
Okay. So tell me about his wife and his children.
His
You've known
wife
him for a couple of years.
I've known him for a couple of years. I know his wife.
He
His
stays
wife
with
is
his
staying.
wife.
No,
His wife lives in another location.
in another location. His kids
So
are renting some back rooms in Katlehong.
back rooms.
Back rooms, not even apartments, not even townhouses. Back rooms. So sad.
For how long has he been not staying with his wife?
I think it's been long, though I'm not sure for how long, but it's been long. It's been long.
5 years,
It's
7
been
years?
maybe less than 5 years.
Well, because we've never seen his wife or his kids
I know
in
them.
church
I
or
know
anything public.
I know them.
For some people, they will be shocked that he actually has a wife and kids. So he lives
He does.
in a house, big house, alone.
With his mother, old mother of age of 93 years, 94,
Okay.
with some assistant. And then,
Yes.
come on.
So he threatened you. What did he
He
threaten you
threatened me.
with?
He also sent me the voice note yesterday that I'm a little girl, I'm a little water that you can eliminate.
Can you play that
Because
voice note? Do you have that voice note on your phone?
I do. I do. Because now he also making his people to send me the message to threaten me. I
Yes.
was like, hello, man of God, are you really serious? Now, the problem of the problem that I caused, I believe, when he started threatening me, telling me that my business are gonna shattered, he made me who I am, and then I've asked him, where are your business? Because you've been claiming that you are a millionaire, you've been claiming that you have mines, you've got 1, 2, 3, and then you are telling me about my kids, my family. Where's yours? I do have that. Let me arrange. This is the voice note that he sent me yesterday.
That Mboro, when you were down, he helped you, he lifted you up, prayed for
Can you
you.
hear it?
You
Yes.
had a spiritual husband, a rapist. He helped you, you had a lot of problems, you were cursed. You started to prosper, your businesses. He never attacked you in any way. You don't attend his journeys, you don't come to church. He loved you, he called you, he tried to encourage, he left you the other way. You called him to order, he rebuked you. You befriended his family members, sucking information, looking for a way to destroy him. You undermined him for a long time. You dropped your children here, Ganai, against all the rules and the protocols. You sent Orobite, who we were and you refused. Your children pay for the party. He even admitted all the children who confessed. I want to confess it in total outside. His name was mentioned. By violating those things, he came and apologized only for messing up at Incredible Home of Wonders. Life ya the blacketing at the Tzila. He was never asked to do. Uncle Sebfo, you fought me. You are taking me. The altars. Saba prophet. You joined the forces with the devil to destroy me. And ungamanza mancane. Your businesses are falling apart. Your cars, they are chaisa. Ntoya ngola mlaleng wa hao lebohang. Bana ba o la se ba robile matsoho. The curse you are bringing upon yourself. If you don't repent by today, to me you're dead. You never existed. You don't exist. Okay, interview about 20 possibilities about where they were in Katin or expose you. Would take away the debt on your businesses and all those things. I don't have time for that. Stay away from me. Stay away from me. I'm burying you today. In fact, next week, Sunday, you let us chase all your pictures, all the video study testimonies are how
Anyway, you can stop it now. We've had his threats. He said he's burying you today. When you received this, how did you feel about it? From somebody that you know very well.
Not only that I know very well, a prophet that buried me while I'm alive. A prophet that told his congregation to bring everything, every object to dig my grave while I'm alive.
So he told his congregation to bring everything and dig your grave.
Yes, that's what he told them on Saturday. So that they can dig my grave, put all my pictures there in the grave while I'm alive. What practice is that?
That sounds like witchcraft. It sounds like witchcraft.
It is a witchcraft. It is a cult. If I'm a sinner, why can't he just pray for me? So that I can see the light. Instead, he's burying me while I'm alive. And then he told me that I'm a little water that he can eliminate. A prophet. Is it a threat? What is his plans? Because he gave me a certain period to say, now I give you 7 days. On his
Okay.
Facebook yesterday, he was also preaching about me. Just check her life. He's not going anywhere. It's so bad. It's like, I'm shocked. What practice is that for a man of God? I didn't expect this from him. And I was just asking questions that I wanted clarity on them. But for him, he felt like I'm attacking him. I think he just failed to address me or just to answer me. But he came so bad because on his Facebook, if you can go to his Facebook, yesterday I was the verse in the church. He told people that he knows how I made my business. I've been sleeping with the ministers. I don't know which minister. He has the proof. I don't know. But he said he prayed for me so that he blessed me, then I get prosper. He changed the statement in the church that I know how she got the project. I don't know which one prospered me between his blessings, between me sleeping with the ministers. I don't know which one. But as for digging my grave, putting my pictures in, that's witchcraft.
Let me try to call him
Please call him.
to answer this.
Jesus is Lord. Incredible is happening.
It goes
At
to
the tone, record your
it
message.
goes to voice message. I'm not sure if the same number that you have that I have. The one that ends with 351.
I have the other one here, the one that he sent me the message with yesterday. It
Yeah,
is
send it to me.
067. Okay,
No,
let me send it to you.
don't say it here. Yeah.
Okay, let me quickly send it to you. It's been sent.
Okay. Let's see if he's gonna pick it.
Okay.
He said he's engaged. Maybe he's watching.
They better do that. It should be watching, maybe.
Let me. It's ringing.
You have reached the mailbox of.
Let me try to call him again. Let's deal with this once and for all. To answer for the threats.
Hello.
Hello, Mboro. How are you? My name is Solomon.
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm good. I have a complaint that was laid to me by former leader in your church, Lebohan, that you had so many young people in your house the other weekend. Wanted to find out what that is for and why the threats. She is afraid that you threaten her.
Solomon, I'm on a program to sue Mokoto and Mabocho. And I'm going to deal with her legally. But at the moment, God spoke to me that the kingdom that has captured her, she's not the only person. I'll focus on what I do and pray on what we have to do. Lebohang is not a leader. She was a member of my church. When she came, she was nothing. I prayed for her. God used me to heal her. I've got videos. My campaign with her will be her words, her mouth, how she was, and what happened.
No, she acknowledged that. She told me about how being with you, her business became okay, and a whole other stuff. And she played me actually voice note of you even talking about her husband, how you intervene. But then in the same voice note, there were threats. And that was why I called you, because she's afraid. Why the threats? Whatever happened between you is fine, but then the threats.
I don't care how you will, because you hear what you hear, you don't have the full story.
No, I mean the audio. It was the audio I'm talking.
Saying to you right now, you just got the portion of that. You don't have exactly what I'm saying.
Okay, so what happened? Why the threats?
Number one, there's no youth that lives in my house. Number one.
No, they don't live in your house. They came to visit, and her children also came. They were invited by other youths.
To do what?
That's the question. That's the question.
Yeah, to do what?
Because they came and spent a night or two, and a lot of them teenagers, and that's the question. There's a video of you talking about that in church, how they came and didn't take care of the place and how they messed up the place. So it was obvious that they came to your house, isn't it?
So what is wrong with it?
Wanted to find out why young people would come to your house and spend the night. Was it leaders meeting? Was it an all-night prayer? Because from what I hear, you were saying it's like a party.
I will just speak 1 minute. Because I'm not accountable to you or anyone.
Yeah, but somebody's life has been threatened. That's why we're trying to get to the bottom.
Somebody's life has been threatened, and as if you are God Almighty, you are not.
No, I don't claim to be God. I will fail if I'm
what
God.
I don't like is, I'll just highlight a few things. My mother celebrated 94 years.
Yeah, Lebohan said so.
Yeah.
She lives with you.
And she can, whatever she tries, but it's gonna, let me just finish. She's celebrating 94 years. This is a crucial birthday because my mother had an accident. She was, her body was fractured, and supernaturally, beyond what the medical science said, she couldn't remember, she couldn't think, she lost her mind, she ended up getting a minor stroke. So it was a very big thing for me and those who love me to acknowledge what God has done. And there is a protocol everywhere. There are people who had to come in the incredible home, number one. Incredible home. It's one of the properties that I have given, as much as I used to donate houses, I'm sure 23 houses. This one, I planted it, in our language, you call it as a seed, into the ministry for all my spiritual children who are troubled, who have issues. They can come and consult and pray there and receive direction and receive a way forward apart from the church.
Okay, so before you continue, you're going to continue. Lebohang is here and she's disputing that. Lebohang, is this correct?
Listen to me. Let me talk to you. I'm not going to be doing what you're doing. I'm just giving you.
No, I just want Lebohang. Lebohang,
No,
is this
listen to
correct?
me.
Can you speak,
Listen
Lebohang?
to me. Listen to me.
It's not correct.
I'm just
It's not
giving you.
correct.
It's not correct.
If you are not,
It's not correct.
you will go and talk
Her
with her.
mother
If
was
you don't want
celebrating
that,
it last
you
year.
can carry on then and do your thing that you want to do.
The mother wasn't there, right? The mother was where, Lebohang?
It was for last year. Whatever that is saying of fractured,
Solomon.
losing what, it happened last year.
Solomon.
This was just a normal
Yes.
birthday.
Solomon,
And we
Oh, yes,
celebrated
I'm
it
listening
in
to
the
I'm
church.
giving you grace to talk to you. I don't have to. So if I talk to you now like you're a mediator, I'm not your boy.
No, I didn't say
I'm
you're my
showing
boy.
you grace right now. You don't even deserve. I'm showing you grace. I want to explain to you what happened. But if that, now I'll have to be quiet and then somebody to. Lebohang is your person now.
No, I didn't come to you to give me grace. I came to you because Lebohang's life
Listen
was
to
being
me.
threatened.
Listen to me.
If you listen to the audio that you
I'm
sent her,
answering.
threatening
Listen
her,
to me, young man. Young man, listen to me.
you're telling me a lot of stories that is irrelevant
Listen
to
to
the
me.
answer, which is
I'm
why
giving
threatening
you
her.
what happened that day, but if you don't want to carry on with Lebohang, if I'm trying to talk to you, now you say, hold on. I say, I'm not your junior.
No, but you have to. We're trying to
No, I'm
deal with
not.
an issue
I don't
here.
have to.
No,
I
you
don't
have
have to.
I respect you. You should respect me too.
Listen to me, young man. Listen to me.
Because you've been
I talk to you.
tippling around.
You ask question, I'm trying to answer you. If answering you makes you think that you are special, you're not.
I am special. You are special too. We're all special.
I'm saying you ask a question, I'm answering you.
But you're going around. I ask you,
Young boy, listen to me.
these young people, so they
Listen
came to your
me,
house. You invited young
boy.
people for your
Young
mother's
boy,
96th
listen
birthday.
to me. Because I'm not going to leave you changing my name, young boy.
No, no, no.
You and Lebohang, listen here.
I don't need to change
here.
it. I don't need to change your name.
Listen to here. Go and do as you normally do with those guys. You will see. I know you're recording. I
What?
say, whatever you
What?
do, make sure that, because I have evidence of everything that is happening here. So whatever you do when you try to trash my name, I am not allowing anyone anymore.
No, but Mboro, you know that for me personally, you don't have a name. You're a false prophet. For me personally,
to destroy my reputation.
You don't have a reputation.
What
For me
reputation?
personally, you don't have a
What
reputation.
reputation?
You're a
No,
false
you don't have
prophet.
a reputation. What reputation you have? What Lebohang's reputation she has?
But you're trying to tell me you have a reputation.
What will you destroy me with? What will you destroy me with?
You don't have a reputation, so I'm not going to try to destroy anybody. All I'm trying to say is why threaten somebody and why bring young people into a house, your house, over the weekend? That's all we want. But you kept going and telling me stories that is just irrelevant to that.
Listen to me,
right?
little boy. Listen to me, little boy. Listen to me, little boy. Listen to me, little boy. What we do in our ministry, especially that day, it's not only that day. Lebohang's children took the children from the church, paid for them to go to the taverns and these expensive things where they have sex and all these immorality things that they were doing. Lebohang's children, Lebohang is a funder of that.
I would love to have that. I would love to have that.
The footage of some of these young girls that we are changing, taking drugs, taking alcohol, exposing them.
So is your wife involved? Is your wife involved? Is your wife involved in this? If you're dealing with a lot of girls, is your wife involved in this? Is your wife involved in this? You're dealing with a lot of teenage girls. Is your wife involved in this?
You know the angle you are taking, boy. Take it.
Is your wife involved in this? Because it's your story. Is your story against her story? I wasn't there.
Listen to me, young boy. What you are trying to do,
But
you
should
are
we address
taking
the age?
a wrong story. Like here at Incredible Home, it's called Incredible Home.
No, that's why I'm
We
calling
are
you.
bringing
I called you.
girls are coming there, and all those other things that you are thinking you are the element that you are trying to bring. Because there are boys and girls that came to my mother's birthday.
So you invited boys and girls to your mother's 94th birthday.
We're not supposed, you know what? Take that story with Lebohang and make sure that whatever you do, there is no defamation.
Yeah, I'm asking you.
Whatever you do, make sure that you have evidence of what you are talking about.
Yes, there's evidence. So you can't come here and threaten and intimidate and try to manipulate me. I am just trying to make sure I bring clarity to the threats.
No. What you're doing,
so you're here trying to intimidate me, calling me small boy, calling me I'm not special.
Who talks about pastors?
What does small boy?
Who does nothing? Go to your thing, but we will deal with these things legally. All what Lebohang is giving you is giving you false information.
So you think
Go
I
with
should?
that information that she's giving you about what we are doing in our ministry. Go and do it, and then Lebohang is good. She will be sued.
You have threatened to sue so many people before. I know you.
All right, let's see this
so
time.
you don't use the courts to threaten people.
Let's see this time. Go quickly. We are in court right now with one of the guys there.
You can say that again. You've done that over and over. You intimidate people. I know you.
Okay, fine.
As a false prophet, that's your own way of covering your reputation. You're a false prophet, Mboro. You know that. You know that. I've told you that before.
You ran away from Nigeria with nothing. You came here in my country.
So you're trying to attack my nationality now. What has that got to do with our discussion?
Destroy the people of this country. While you fail, you guys. They used to sell drugs, put them in the Bible, and do every nonsense. Finding a man who has helped and who is changing lives. And these kids that you talk about, and their
one is in hospital. She wanted to kill herself.
What you don't know, they were there with their parents. Their parents were there. Lebohang dropped those kids, filthy, rotten kids, and without any protocol.
So you're calling kids rotten. As a prophet, you're calling kids rotten, right?
The parents of those kids, they were all rotten. But God, by His grace, has changed those kids' lives. And all that. So
why are you so worried that they are not victims? All of them, they are not victims.
They are going to help me in the legal battle against you and that woman.
Ah, really?
Because they were there.
Okay.
They were there.
Okay.
They were there. So you talk like that. They were young girls. The parents and the children, the boys and the girls were there. The parents were there.
Okay.
So whatever you want to bring there, the parents of these kids were there, and the kids were there. Some the fathers were there. So I don't know what you're trying to do. Hey, Mboro is getting girls, putting them, doing whatever, grooming, whatever corruption that she's trying to
do. Oh, wow. You even added grooming to it because we never mentioned grooming.
Carry on and do your thing.
So
I have the parents of the kids. I have the kids. So go and do your show.
Okay. So last thing is you threatened level.
To talk to your nonsense. Go and do your thing.
Okay. Can I speak?
Thought you wanted to.
Can I speak? You've been speaking for a while.
No. I'm not gonna listen to your nonsense. Go into your thing.
Can I speak?
Go into your things.
Can I speak? You threaten Lebohang.
Go and do your things.
You threaten Lebohang.
In the name of Jesus.
And definitely the police.
La Solomon.
Mboro
is great, is greater the reputation of the prophet of the
Mboro,
Lord
one
Jesus
of the
Christ
kids is lying in the
will
hospital
never
because
be
he wanted to
destroyed
commit a
by
suicide
satanic
because you threatened
forces.
them.
What the word said,
One of the kids is
whatever we
lying in the
sow, we
hospital.
sow
She took a
will
life.
reap.
She tried to
And
take a
I
life.
declare harvest in every rotten seed they plant.
Can you
And the battle is yours.
yeah? Can you hear Lebohon? Can you hear him?
With a rotten vagina that she was assisted with,
Wow.
and a corrupt life that she is living.
So you were saying that now. I'm sorry, I cannot allow you. I cannot allow you say, oh, he's dropped.
What the pastor?
So that is Mboro for you guys. Let me just take the.
He couldn't answer.
He
Why
dropped
the-
the call.
And why haven't the young people in his home? That home that he's talking about, does he said he has 26 homes. Obviously, I know Boro. That's a lie. That he donated this home, which becomes like a center.
And where does he stay if he donated his home?
Yeah.
Because he's staying there with her mother.
And
With
you know
his
this
mother.
home. So he stays in this home with the
I
mother.
know. I know that. I know the place. He's staying there with his mother. His wife is staying somewhere else in Rodekuapa Extension 1.
Hmm.
His kids
You-
are just trying life. Shame.
Yeah, you could see the way he was speaking. Obviously, he has a lot to hide. So they try to overwhelm you, try to intimidate you,
No,
and try to go round and round. You ask a question, they don't give you a direct
Simple
answer.
question.
They go round in cycles.
That's
bring
how
stuff
he
that is
felt when I
irrelevant.
was raising this question. That's how he felt. It's like praying now, like praying for me.
That's Mboro. Mboro is a total false teacher, false prophet, charlatan of note.
People
It's a
they've been saying
charlatan of
that
note.
I didn't believe, but with this one, I just like, hello, what is this now? Why will you, if I ask you a question, why will you say
No, he's
I'm
trying to
possessed?
avoid the truth. So the start is, once you ask a question, don't give the answer. Just go round and round and round.
Starting to
And for
pray.
somebody who calls himself, anyway, for me, he's not a man of God. I told him straight, you are a charlatan, you're a false prophet. But in conclusion, for you, Lebohan, I would suggest you even try to get some sort of a protection order.
Definitely. It
I
should
will
be
follow.
known.
Yes, I will follow through with this story. He doesn't sound like he's mentally okay. Boro
I'm
sounds like he's a
disappointed.
psycho.
I'm disappointed.
And that's
I am
Mboro. If you know
disappointed.
him, he is dramatic. He's out of order as
He's
usual.
saying lots of story instead of answering one question.
No, he's not going to answer that question. I know.
I'm disappointed. I am
I called him
disappointed.
intentionally so people would know how he sounds and how he tries to shield the truth.
My mother, my house, no. What is that? I think of your own pause. Is it network problem? I think we're experiencing network problem because we just got a hot prayer. That might be the cause. I think we got cut. His network is not right. He's unable to join, I believe. The network. Maybe the load shedding is 8 o'clock. Maybe the load shedding. She will respond. You are in the show. And then he could also express himself that he hated Lindwe for what?
Yes.
Sorry.
So yeah, sorry about that, guys. We
That's
lost
fine.
a bit of it's a bit of load shedding and stuff. So we
Yes.
lost a bit of that. But like I was saying, you need to go and try to get a protection order. I know a lot of things that he's saying is just empty threats. You have
Yes.
evidences. Some of the audios that you played, you have evidences.
He sent me message that they will come to my house. Doing what?
It sent you a message that they will come to your house.
Yes, I do have them. And the network is a problem here.
All right. Sorry, guys. There's just been a lot of ups and downs. Anyway, in conclusion, I think we would follow through with this story to make sure that this story gets the attention that it deserves, and also to make sure that authorities are aware of this, because we need to take this serious.
It is
Even
serious.
though Mboro as a false prophet is dramatic and all that kind of thing, but I pray that God will just be with you, just like Anissa here is saying, God will protect and fight for her. So may God protect and fight for you. Whatever
Amen.
witchcraft he will sit down and cook, whatever demons he sends after you,
It
you've
will
got
not prosper.
angels
It
upon
will
you and your family. So we speak God's
Amen.
protection, God's
Amen.
divine order, physical
Amen.
protection, and spiritual protection against
Amen.
any arrow of Satan
Mm.
that's going to come against you in the name
Amen.
of Jesus. So thank you,
Amen.
Lebohang. We
Thank you.
would keep talking. And if there's anything, I will let you guys, all the guys who are here, also to be aware of it. But keep praying for her, keep praying, please, for Lebohang, and keep praying for her family. Because I know Mboro, he loves to want to intimidate people and want to manipulate people and play games and keep pushing and all that kind of thing. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So
Not at all.
thank you so much, and God bless you.
Amen. Thanks, Solomon, for giving me the platform and for hearing my side of story. Hopefully, we'll take it from here to wherever it should reach.
Yes.
Thank you so
Be
much. May
bold
God
and be
bless
strong.
you.
Yes. And thank you,
Amen.
everybody, for watching. Thank you for joining me. And like I said, continue to intercede for her and just for God's protection and God's order. Thank you, guys. God bless you. Have a wonderful night.
Thank you, Solomon. Good night.